Hello everyone and welcome to today's session on Urja Finance Program. Before diving directly into the discussion on Urja, I would first like to give a brief introduction about our company M Junction Services Limited. Some of you might be aware, M Junction is a joint venture of Tata Steel and Steel Authority of India, and we are an e-commerce company, and we are into various businesses like e-marketplace for procurement, selling, auctions, sourcing platforms, and also channel management services. We also provide unsecured supply chain finance solutions to different manufacturing companies. And one such unsecured finance program that is jointly designed by Tata Steel and M Junction is Urja for ECAs. So I think let us start with the presentation, and we can take the questions at the end of this session. We will also share our contact details and email IDs, and also if there's any further clarification or any details that you would like to get addressed, we can have a one-on-one call also. So the agenda for today's discussion is to give you an overview about Urja program and how it works. We will also discuss on the challenges that were identified and the solution that is now designed as Urja. We will also briefly discuss on what working capital finance is in general and how it helps in the growth of businesses. Then we'll discuss the program features in details and also take you through the benefits of availing Urja program. We will then discuss the process flow, how to apply for this program and how to raise finance request once a limit is sanctioned to you. Right. So let us discuss on the program overview first. So Urja, as I mentioned, is a joint initiative of Tata Steel and M Junction. Urja was launched in the year 2018. And let me also share with you that this is a one-in-a-kind program, and it is an industry first, country first program, which is offered exclusively to the ECA customers of Tata Steel. So this kind of an organized, finance solution has not been designed or extended by any lender for the tier twos of a supply chain. So Urja came out as a solution to the challenges that were being faced by both the distributors, customers, and others in the supply chain wing. So the lack of liquidity and access to unsecured finance was actually refraining customers from buying material from the distributors. So this in turn was actually restricting the distributors also from purchasing material from Tata Steel. So that is where actually Urja came into picture and was identified as a solution to address to these issues that were there. Urja is actually a very unique and innovative program where we have merged technology with the working capital facility. So this program enables easy access of finance at competitive terms, thus solving the financial needs of Tata Steel ECA customers. Also, unsecured finance has become quite inaccessible these days, as we are aware, in the ongoing situation of scenario of COVID-19, and there's so much of economic tension going on around that we are facing. So access to unsecured finance has become difficult, and banks have also become quite conservative in lending. But we are aware that for a proper business functioning and the growth of a business, finance is one of the key, one of the major enablers for a business. So with the help of a working capital finance program like Urja, such issues of inaccessibility, lack of liquidity, and others, they are getting addressed. So let us now understand what Urja is and how it actually works. If I say in simple terms, Urja is an unsecured working capital finance program that is offered through a digital medium. So, what exactly is a working capital? That I think most of you must be aware, and I'm sure you're using some working capital limits from lenders. But we would want to briefly, touch upon and discuss what it is, and what the advantages are of having a working capital facility in your business for its functioning and the growth. So basically, working capital finance is actually a capital of the business that can be used in the day-to-day operations of trading, like buying and selling material. So these are rotational limits that are sanctioned by lenders and have to be repaid within a credit period. So a limit is allotted, a credit period is allotted, and you have to rotate your funds, buy material, and then you have to repay to the bank as per the credit period that has been assigned to you. So having a working capital limit like Urja actually helps businesses to maintain liquidity, and also the proper application of such a working capital finance in business would actually enhance the profitability of a business in the long run. So it removes interruptions in the business's day-to-day operations, and other payments that have to be made. Also, proper allocation of cash makes scope for using the remaining cash for repaying maybe your short-term debts or in other activities in a proper way that can be done. So ultimately, this working capital finance like Urja would help improve the financial health of the business, and also brings about flexibility and speed in the entire chain of operations. So let us discuss specifically on Urja now. So Urja is actually a working capital finance facility, but not the usual. It is an unsecured, collateral-free facility wherein a limit is sanctioned to your company for purchasing material from the distributors. Now, this limit will be sanctioned based on the distributor from whom you are purchasing Tata Steel material. So it will be based on the recommendation from the distributors. So as I have mentioned earlier, this is a digital platform. So all the activities are actually done online. The program is done online. So the invoices that are raised, and the disbursement request or the finance request that have to be placed, everything happens online. So this part we'll discuss in the later part of the presentation in details. We'll take you through, how we are handling this digitally. And so we have actually onboarded multiple lending partners. We have collaborated with around 6 lending partners who are there on this platform. 2 are banks and 4 are NBFCs. So we have Axis Bank and Allahabad Bank, known as Indian Bank now. And the NBFCs that we have on our platform are Hero FinCorp, Cholamandalam, we have Tata Capital, and Aditya Birla Finance. So currently, the rate of interest that is charged or offered by these banks and NBFCs ranges from 9.5 to 12% per annum, and the processing fee, it starts from 0.25 to 1% on the limit. So these rates are actually different for different lenders, and also would depend upon the profile and financials of the borrowers or customers. The next commercial that we have here is a fee that is charged by M Junction. So there are 2 options from which we can opt from 2 of these available options. So the first one is a fixed fee model where you can pay 0.6% of the limit that is sanctioned. So this will be an annual charge, one time in a year, where 0.6% on whatever limit is sanctioned to you, that needs to be paid. If you would not want to avail for this, you can go for a variable fee model. In the variable fee model, we charge 0.12% of the finance availed per transaction. So whenever a finance request is placed by you, 0.12% will be charged on the amount of finance that is requested for. Coming to the limit that is offered, the finance limit, it ranges from 10 lakhs to 4 crores. So anything less than 10 lakhs or maybe more than 4 crores if required, it can be taken up on a case-to-case basis. So our lenders are okay with sanctioning anything apart from this range that is set, but definitely we'll have to get into the financials to assess that. Coming to the tenor, so the tenor, average tenor ranges from 60 to 90 days. Again, this would actually depend upon your distributor's recommendation and your repayment, history with the distributor. But anything more or anything less, if required, that such tweaking can be done by our lending partners. Then there is a 20% FLDG or a security that your distributor will be providing for this facility. So per customer basis, 20% of the limit will be provided by the distributor for this program. Okay, so this was mainly about the program features and the terms, the rates that are offered, the commercials that are extended through this program. But I'm sure if you have any queries, if you have certain clarifications that are required, we can please note it down. We'll discuss it at the end of this presentation. Moving on, let us now see what the benefits are of this program to the ECA customers. So various benefits have been identified and have been verbally communicated to us by the ECAs who are already availing this facility. But here we have listed down some major benefits of this program. There are 5 major benefits that we have listed down here in the presentation. So Urja helps to increase the liquidity in the business because of the additional funds that are actually made available via lending partners. So these funds and this liquidity that is added, ultimately it increases the purchase rotation, and there's a growth in the business also because of this added liquidity. Now this also helps the customers access unsecured funds at a competitive rate. So in in today's time, the accessibility of unsecured finance, it has become very difficult, and especially for a non-collateral finance, which if required, if at a rate of 9.5% is actually very difficult. When you approach a bank, saying that you need unsecured finance, and the rate they charge is much higher, and it is very unlikely that in current times this unsecured finance can be extended. So Urja is actually helping customers access funds at a low cost. The third benefit that we have identified here is benefit of cash price versus credit price. So when Urja is availed by a customer, they are actually able to make immediate payment to the distributor. And due to this immediate payment that is made, there is a benefit of cash price that can be availed by the customer. So when you make payment immediately to a distributor, they will give you a cash discount. So this is actually helping save cost also. So there's a benefit of cash price versus a credit price. As we discussed, this program is online. We are managing it digitally through our Urja portal. So this again, we'll discuss in details when we discuss on the process flow. The last benefit that we have mentioned here is the program also helps in building credit history. So for first-time borrowers who have not availed any finance facility from a bank or an NBFC in the past, when they approach banks for when they are availing Urja, and in future if they require maybe a car loan or a home loan or whatever, any additional finance facilities required, lenders will track down your conduct in UJA program, and they will be comfortable to extend finance. So also the documentation will be much less than what it happens for first time borrowers. So with the help of UJA, that also will be addressed. So these are actually the major benefits of UJA program that we have identified, and we have received feedback from the distributors who are availing this facility already. So I think now let us move to the process flow of this program. So this is an important part of the presentation. We will now discuss about the way forward and how you need to apply for UJA and what actually the process is. So we have divided this particular segment into two parts. One is the onboarding process. In the onboarding process, we will discuss how how you need to apply for UJA, how a limit will be sanctioned to you, and what happens when the account goes live and everything. The onboarding part will be discussed. In the second part, we will take you through the disbursement part. So in the disbursement part, what we will be discussing is how you need to raise a finance request by using the UJA portal and make payment to your distributor. So let us first see and discuss how you need to apply and what happens when a limit is sanctioned for use. So if you are interested to avail UJA, please discuss about this program and your intent to avail this facility with the distributor from whom you are purchasing Tata Steel material. Also, parallelly, you can get in touch with us, and we will again brief you about the program in details. Then we will share an application link with you. So it is an online application form that needs to be filled. Some basic details like your contact details, your transaction history, and your vintage with the distributor, and past purchase data. Some basic data is required, which is captured in that form. So once you've filled it online and we receive the form, we will do a basic, check or an analysis of the information that has been provided. Then we will share that form. We will discuss on the lender and share that form with a suitable lender. So your details will then be assigned to one of the 6 lenders that we have onboarded on our platform. Once the lender receives all your details with the help of that application form, they will get in touch with you, and then they will again discuss about the program in details, give you a brief, give you the the commercials that they are charging, the rate of interest and everything, and also take you through the process again. So there will be a refresh kind of a thing that will happen once you initiate discussion with the lenders. Then we will also share a list of documents. So these documents will be required by the banks or NBFC, whatever lender is assigned, to go through your financials and assess the financials and sanction a limit. So once the limit is sanctioned, we are communicated that the assessment is complete, the documentation and assessment for this particular customer is complete, and they have been sanctioned a limit. Also, the distributor will be involved in the entire process, wherein their recommendation will be required from the distributor. So after the limit is sanctioned, then we will move on to the post-sanction formalities. In the post-sanction formalities, some basic, agreement sign up or FLDGs and other documentation and all that is done. And it is a small, it takes some 5-7 days to complete the post-sanction formalities. So once the limit sanction and post-sanction formalities are completed, we receive a communication from the lenders that the limits are live and we can start using, the customer can start using the limits to purchase material from Tata Steel distributor. So after we receive this formal communication from the banks or NBFC, we will then register you on our UJA portal. So with some basic details again that are required. So the registration will be done on Urja portal, and we will share a user ID and password with you to use the portal. We will also give you a small training on how the portal needs to be used, what needs to be done to place a request or track down your invoices and everything. So that training will be given to you by M Junction once this limit is sanctioned and you're registered on our Urja portal. So this was about the onboarding part, and how from application till the final limit setup is done. Let us now move on to the disbursement part of it. So when the limit is live, obviously one would want to avail the limit and purchase material, use it for purchasing material from the distributor. So in this process, you need to use, your user ID and password for raising finance request. So the purchase order and everything is done, the material is lifted, and after that, the invoicing is done. So, as I had mentioned earlier, M Junction has actually, this platform is completely online. So, M Junction has integrated our system with Tata Steel and the lender. So, on one hand, when we have our system integrated with Tata Steel, all your invoices that are being raised on by the distributor are being, shared with Tata Steel's system. Distributor is actually pushing these invoices to Tata Steel's system. And because of our integration with Tata Steel's SAP, we are being able to extract those invoices and save it in our system also. So with the login ID and password and the credentials that you have, when you log into this platform, you will be able to see all these invoices that are raised on your organization. So all the invoices will be reflecting after login, and you need to just select the invoice, input the amount of finance that is required, and then submit that request. So there is a provision that you can ask for a part payment also. It is not necessary that the entire invoice value needs to be put up for finance request, but a part payment can also be done. So that is up to you, and you need to submit that request. Then there'll be a confirmation page where certain details will be there, and you'll have to just confirm there. So your invoice number, the distributor name, your bank name, and the amount of finance that you have requested. The summary page kind of a thing will appear on the screen, and you need to confirm those details. So when you confirm those details, as I mentioned, M Junction system is integrated with the lender also. So the lender who has sanctioned the limit to you will automatically receive that request in their system, that the customer has raised disbursement request for this distributor, and so amount needs to be transferred. So the lender will then debit your Urja account and credit the distributor's account with the amount of finance requested. Then they will share a confirmation with us that the transaction is successful. The confirmation number will also be, shared with us. And after that, we will communicate to all the stakeholders that this transaction was successful, and so is the confirmation number. So after that, whenever your credit tenure is over, and you need to then obviously you need to make a repayment to the lender, and this cycle will go on. So suppose a 60-day tenure is allotted to you, so you can churn that limit for 6 times in a year. So this is actually how the disbursement flow works. So this is all about Urja program, and we would like to hear from you after. We can open the house for questions, and we can discuss further in details on this program. So I hope I've been able to explain it, and about the program and how it works. So these are our contact details also. So me and my teammate, Mr. Pranav, we are managing this program from M Junction. You can please note down our contact details. So if there are any queries, you can get in touch. And if you're interested to avail this facility, we will be happy to help. So you can get in touch. So this was all in all about the program. We would like to spend more time hearing from you, addressing your queries and addressing to the questions that you can have. So I think there is a small poll first. We would want to release that poll, and after that, we can open the house for question answers. And I would also request my colleague, Mr. Pranab Chatraj, to also join the Q&A round, please.
So we have the first question here, which is, do you provide financial support to startups?
Thank you, Soumyajit. This is Pranab. So, see, firstly, there is a set of criteria, eligibility criteria that we have in for the ECA customers. So, this program is basically for the ECA customers who are buying material from the Tata Steel distributors, and there needs to be a minimum vintage. So, there needs to be at least 1 year of association, 1 to 2 years of association of this ECA customer with Tata Steel distributor. That is the primary one of the criteria. So if they have a vintage, they then surely are eligible for availing finance, and then we can proceed and send collect the documents and send it to the lender.
Interest rate you offer for this Urja Finance, basically for ECA?
So interest rate, as I mentioned, it ranges from 9.5 to 12%. So we have 6 lending partners on our platform, and interest rate is different for different lenders. The broad range is 9.6 to 12%.
And what is the credit period for that? Basically, what is the repayment period for this?
So that ranges from 60 to 90 days ideally, and also it would be based on the recommendation of the distributor and mutually between you and the distributor. So based on your credit cycle with the distributor also, that would depend. But as far as our lenders are concerned, so up to 90 days can be easily allotted under the credit tenor.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
We have another question in our questions tab. Who will collect the documents?
Yes, it's a good question. So, see the process as Shruti was explaining. So, once a customer, if he is interested for availing this Urja Finance facility, so he goes on to our portal, he fills out this online form, and then we have a look at his online details that he has filled out, and then we send it to the lender. Now, after that, the lender takes on the bank, I mean to say. So, a representative from the bank visits the customer's premise. They again brief him about the Urja program, and then they give a list of documents. And after some day, these set of documents have to be submitted to the bank. So either the customer, if the bank is nearby or something, so he can go and give it to the bank themselves, or the representative from the lender would visit his place and collect the documents from them. So that is the basic practice that we do.
Right. We have received a message which says, we are buying from SKM Mumbai. We are regularly buying from them. We have current credit facility with them, so obviously some outstandings. Now, how to start new orders with this Urja facility?
Okay, so the current outstandings, if I understand correctly, is with the existing trade credit facility with the distributor.
Right.
So Urja is actually, so Urja, there's no issue in availing Urja if there's already an outstanding. But if you would want to accommodate the entire, the trade credit that is usually availed with the the distributor, then the entire outstanding needs to be cleared, and then Urja can be extended. So this can be a parallel thing. So while we process Urja program for you, meanwhile the outstanding can slowly be cleared, and then a new credit program will start with Urja for SK.
Is the repayment online? Is it directly to the finance partner?
Yes, the repayment is completely online, and it is not through our platform, but the customer has to pay directly to the lender, to the bank.
Soumya and Pranav, those were the last couple of questions which we had received. We have no more questions in the questions tab. So hereby we can conclude today's webinar. If you want to say something to the participants to close the session, please go.
Yeah, so thank you so much everyone for attending. I hope you have taken down our contact details, so you can contact me or Pranav if there are any further queries or you are interested to avail this facility. So we can take it forward and we can have a joint call with the distributor also. So thanks a lot for attending today's session, and have a good day ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everyone.